I went to juvenile detention from January to March of this year. I've just gotten into a lot of trouble these past few years, and that's where I ended up. I felt hopeless, like there wasn't anything for me in this life. But I'm not really a bad kid. Hi, my name is Keshaun, and this is my story. I was born in Grand Rapids and I moved to Houston with my dad and my older sister and my auntie when I was 3 until I was 13, and then moved back to Grand Rapids to live with my mom because my dad went to prison and my grandma, she really couldn't afford to take care of me and my older sister. Life with my mom was like a rerun of a movie because I would constantly get in trouble and my mom would always yell at me. I liked it back then. I liked to get in trouble back then. I ended up on probation because I had this one friend and he was no good for me. We would leave school, go to the mall, take clothes from Macy's, any really store. We got caught multiple times, but this one time we got caught, we wanted to go to juvenile, so that's how it started. I just didn't care. My attitude before juvenile was like I have no purpose in the world. I mean, I never go to school. I'm always in trouble, so I'll just do whatever I want to do. Juvenile detention, I thought it was all right the first couple of times I went, but I kind of got the idea that I should never come back here. When I was there, I learned that I'm not growing, and if I kept on doing the same things, I would probably ended up somewhere in a long-term placement. My attitude changed when I was in juvenile. I would go to church on Sundays and Wednesdays. In juvenile wasn't the place for me to be. So going to church was giving me the answers for how I could change my life and make it into something positive. There is a kind of hope for me. I decided to go to school and try to stay as far away from trouble as I can. After I left juvie, I had to serve at least 6 months in a foster home. So I moved in with Mr. and Mrs. Gay. I found out about Tall Turf because Miss Gay seen that there was a lot of people in the Tall Turf parking lot. So she was like, you should go over there, they have food over there. So I was like, I really don't want to go over there, but I'll go there. I went over to Tall Turf. I seen a couple people I know. One of those people was one of my friend's mom. She told me about how this is like such a positive program and how I should get into it and it could be really good for me. So I decided to volunteer for Tall Turf.
Tall Turf is a year-round ministry whose mission is to equip youth for lives of reconciliation in God's world. So the way that we do that is through a variety of programs from middle schoolers all the way up to high schoolers. And we really try to be a place that fosters in them a sense of hope and a sense of accomplishment and success.
It was like a really good experience, but the most big part of it was being around other positive teens that's your age and that you like have like real positive conversations with them, and you know, like that takes you away from the negativity that you'll probably regret later on in life. I'm part of the LIT program now.
We run a program called the Leader in Training program, or the LIT program. And that's for kids who are in high school, and we employ them for either the school year or the summer and we pay them basically to learn. So they come to Tall Turf and they're involved in most of our programming.
We do devotions, plan for what's things we could do in the community. We'll have college prep. We read to the younger children. You feel like you're making an impact on someone's life. What Tall Turf has taught me about my future is that you can do something with your life, and that gets you away from the things that you don't really need. Back when I was 13, if someone would have told me that there was hope for me, I would have told them no, I don't think there really is. Now I see that there is hope because I don't think that things will be going this well for nothing.
Tall Turf itself is not the reason for why we see the changes that we see in kids. A lot of them are already walking down a path towards change, and what we try to be as a ministry is a place that brings them in and builds them up and walks alongside them in this time of change in their lives.
If I had to tell people one thing, it would be to never give up on hope. Everyone has a destiny. Everyone has the potential to do something positive. Because I would do those same immature things, and I found hope that could be you. You can always find hope.